Alright, so here we are. Last we left Jeb in space. So as we can see, he's here in space, floating around. Slightly inclined orbit, but that's okay. That is okay. What we're going to do now, we're going to go back out of here, and we're going to launch another rocket, but I want to increase its fuel capacity just a little bit more. I want there to be more fuel left over in this thing here. So, remove this, and go to propulsion, slap this baby on. Structural, and some space tape to secure this nicely. And alright. Basically this whole area here has become obsolete for the most part. Almost obsolete. For all intents and purposes, it's still needed. Call this the Mach 2.1 because it hasn't really, the overall hasn't really changed much. We just made the fuel tank on the bottom a little bit bigger. Save, launch, clear the launch pad. Now before we actually launch this baby, which the second USK pilot, Bill Kerbin, is in, we want to take a look at the orbit of the other vessel, which is here. And we want to time accelerate just a bit. Just a bit more, keep going. We're gonna time accelerate this all the way around to right about above us. And the reason is I just want him to be close but ahead, and we're gonna launch this into a slightly lower orbit and catch up so we can do the rendezvous. Alright, so here we go. Put the SAS on, throttle it up. Bill's ready to go, and we're gonna fire. And the same boring launch procedure as the last time. This gets pretty standard after a while. And we have had a failure again. I again screwed up the separation there, because it does kind of pull on the rocket a little bit. Maybe I should add separatrons. So it might be the weight too. This might actually just pull down from them. No, see, then that would be the whole pendulum fallacy. Oh well, either way, we've screwed the launch now. So, yeah, let's drop that. Fire those just for good measure, and then launch that away. Alright, and unlike Jeb, Bill is terrified of his current predicament. Anyway, you all know how this goes, so we'll time accelerate this and get back to Bill's next launch. Alright, I made the mistake of leaving the time acceleration on with the parachutes fully deployed, and Bill Kerbin is now dead. It looks like it will be up to Bob Kerbin for this launch. I am failing all over the place today. I'm out of practice. I haven't played this game in like a week or so. I'm just sucking. Alright. Let's go. Try this, hopefully, I won't kill Bob, too. Alright, let's not screw this part up this time. I'm gonna shut SAS off completely, throttle down. Now I have instant control, and I can then power out of that. Whoa, SAS. Easy there. And that ring won't go away. Oh well. And we should be good there. Okay, good. Now that ring should eventually fall back down. Alright. There. Bob is a little bit more successful. And we're going to add maneuver. I don't think that's right on the apps. Add maneuver. And that's way too high over there. Still too high. Well, I guess it's low, yeah. I'm gonna have to adjust it some. So do you want? I could just keep the peri-apps lower like it is. And get the apo-apps closer, much closer to the other ship's orbit without actually being on it. That way it'll be easier to adjust it later. And then we will lock onto that node and get ready to burn for 24 seconds. So you know what? While we're here, let's adjust our inclination just a little bit because we're way off from the other vessel. We're gonna have to do a little bit of an adjustment, but at least we can fix it a little bit. Didn't seem to add any burn time. Get ready to go. Alright, there, I got that one a lot closer to where I wanted it. And since we're in a lower orbit than the other vessel, we will catch up to it. And I don't actually have that much fuel left in this one either. It is a very small rocket, though. I might not need as much as I'm thinking. Oh well, if we fail, we have the retro motors that will at least deorbit us. Worst comes to worst. And we have the RCS, which we did not have in the original vessel, which can also help to deorbit us. Anyway, so here we go into the whole rendezvous thing. Now, here's our other ship, so we want to set that as our target. So, we have our ascending node and descending nodes. This is where the inclination is off. So that's actually the first thing I want to fix, is the inclination. And since we're coming up to an ascending node, a descending node, sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm distracting myself. I'm going to add maneuver on this descending node here. Cause it back to focus on Kerbin there. Yeah, that makes this a little easier. Alright. Gonna get the inclination down. Oop, I'm sorry, up, where the blue line, not the green line. Stupid. Unfortunately, changing your inclination uses more fuel than you want to. But we're actually barely burning. We're only getting... See, it's now at -1, the descending node. 0. There we go. The inclination is pretty much aligned up after that node. So, we want to go, and you're going to notice these pink things here that aren't there before. That's, that has to do with the other ship that's targeted, but we're not looking for that. We're looking for inclination, which means I'm going in the complete wrong direction on the nav ball. There we are, right there. So we need to add 33.6 meters per second upwards in relation to our current view, since there's not really any up or down in space. But we're 6 minutes and 9 seconds away from that maneuver. So here's a ship floating in space, pointing in the direction it's going to want to be pointing. And we're going to time accelerate a bit. 2, 1... Alright, we're 30 seconds away from the node. We don't really have an estimated time. It's not going to take much to do this. So... guess maybe -5. I'll do -5 again. I'm going to have to be ready on the throttle here. So maybe -4. Yeah. Wait till -4. Yep. Oh, a little too much the other way. But that still should be pretty close. Yeah, descending node still 0 degrees. Ascending node 0 degrees. Our inclination is pretty much on target. So we have our inclination set. So now the next thing we want to do is pretty much wait. We're gonna let our ship here catch up to this one, and it's gonna catch up because the orbit goes to its inside. So we're pretty much just gonna time accelerate. Yeah. Let's go. Let's time accelerate. And at this point you pretty much watch and it gets boring and takes a lot of patience, and we can't warp faster than 50 times because we're below 120,000 meters. I should have thought of that. I should have made these things orbits just a little bit higher and we would have been able to time accelerate by 100 times, but oh well. So I'll edit through this when it's all done. Okay. As you can see, we have these encounter nodes are getting closer. The intersects. This one's 111.2 kilometers, and this is 118.7 kilometers. Now, as we come around, that should get a lot closer. But just in case you screw up, let's quick save. I'm actually going to want to burn at Apoap's. 12 kilometers. That looks like the best we're going to get. Actually, you know what I could do is I could switch to the other ship and have this one do the maneuver instead. Let's see. Set as target there. Apoap's. I want to decrease periaps. Yeah, that's bringing my intersect a lot closer. 2.6 kilometers. 2.5 kilometers. 2 kilometers. That should be good enough. Alright. So let's time accelerate then. Actually, yep. Quick save. Then let's time accelerate. So we should get a look at that passing underneath. There it is. 20.7 kilometers below us. Whether it would be too far away to just thrust at it, that would be stupid. That would screw your whole orbit up and then you'd lose everything you worked for. I'm gonna time accelerate some more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Getting a little closer. 40 seconds away. We're barely gonna have to burn. We don't have a lot of fuel, we're barely gonna have to burn. That's something I didn't think of, is the engine on this stage was more as a intermediate for the launch, and it's not really efficient for maneuvers in space. That I did not think of. But yeah. It should be good. It's gonna take very little to bump this up. And there we go. Alright, so we did our maneuver, and now we've matched the orbits up, and we're gonna... Ooh, separation's even closer here. It's 0.9 kilometers separation. So that is where we're gonna want to start trying to rendezvous with our other craft. But unlike my original plan, Jeb is actually going to be carrying it out with the maneuver. So let's time accelerate. I'm gonna get close to it, but I'm not gonna get right on it. I'm gonna want to start doing stuff beforehand. In fact, I'm gonna right about here. Let's see how far away the other craft is. 4 kilometers. 3 kilometers. 2 kilometers. Kilometer and a half. Alright. We're closing in. And where is my blind? Oh, it's on the other side of me. Alright. So now, what we're going to want to do here is burn towards the target. Not much, just a little bit. In fact, very little. Let me turn RCS on, in fact. And we're going to want to burn prograde, but not on the prograde node. We're going to want to burn on this predicted prograde node. It's basically like leading your target, this pink thing. So now we're approaching the target. And let's speed up a little more. 33.7 meters per second. So we're going to hurry up and turn this thing around as quickly as we can. And we're going to go to the actual retrograde, no, the yellow one. I'm going to start slowing this baby down. Slow it down. Alright, so now we've honed in on it just a bit. Let's keep this up here to see how our RCS is doing. So now we're going to burn prograde again. But we're not going to go as fast because we're much closer. So, line up with the prograde node. 10 meters per second. We're going to hurry up and spin around. Line up with retrograde. We're getting very close now. Slow our speed down. Low on fuel, but alright. We're almost there. What we're actually going to do is... Oop, nope, not what I wanted to do. We're going to switch. Switch to... I want to aim this just a bit more, and we have a glitch here. We have our line from the orbital view. Ooh, I'm not paying attention. Spinning around too much. I'll get this thing pointed better. Pointed a little closer, you know. Now, I'm going to switch back to this one. We're going to target the Clampatron Jr. on that. Going to turn around. Going to go to the prograde again. I'm going to actually thrust forward using the RCS and not the thruster, because we don't need to go very fast. Actually, you want to put it on the chase cam for this. This actually, believe it or not, makes it easier. And you can kind of do this by eye. You can use the nodes to help you. Translation control is going to come into play. Like right now, I want to push it down a little bit and push it over and back. I'm not great at this, as you can probably see. The docking camera mod is a huge help if you ever consider getting that. So you're just going to want to fine-tune it. Sometimes using the nodes helps. And we're almost there. Almost there. Oh, and there we are. We are docked. So let's shut the RCS off, because now that's wasting it. And now these two ships have docked together, and that was definitely not the best performance, especially with two light ships. I don't know why we have this here. That should not be there. I don't even have a... It's just there. It's an odd glitch. I've never had that happen before. Huh, interesting. Maybe if I set a target... Oh, no way, they can't set it on that. Set as target. That make it go away? Nope, that didn't make it go away. Unset target. But yeah, we now have these ships mated together. You can move fuel between them if you want, but we're not going to do anything right now. Right now, they are going to hang out in space together. Bob Kerbin and Jebediah Kerbin as one, floating in space. This is gonna drive me crazy. But yeah, I think that's all for this video. That was definitely probably not the best showing of docking ever. I'd like to show you the docking camera. I don't know if they updated that mod or not. I haven't checked. I'll have to check. Anyway, that's it for now.